When you manage procurement for multiple facilities, every order matters. But when it's for a hospital system, they matter even more. Grainger gets it and knows there's no time for managing multiple suppliers and no room for shipping delays. That's why Grainger offers millions of products in fast, dependable delivery, so you can keep your facility stocked, safe, and running smoothly. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Maybe you recognize this voice. Andy Betterman here of the injury law firm Greenberg & Betterman. For over 35 years, we've been helping people in the DMV with auto accidents and medical malpractice. Get a free consultation by visiting gblawyers.com and feel better.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for checking out this bonus episode of the 12 Kyle podcast. I am your boy, 12 Kyle. Check this out. On this episode, I'm going to create for you the ultimate Jay-Z album. Now, let me give you a little background story as to how I came about this bonus episode. The homie, Jay Boog, shout out to Jay from Jay's Quick 3. She hit me up and she sent me a text. This was maybe a couple of months ago because I'd done I think it was right after I did the album review for the Black Album. I think that's when it was. So she shot me a text, and I'm going to read you the text she sent me. She said, "Hey, Kyle, I have a challenge for you whenever you can get to it. Since you like to say what songs don't fit on certain albums, and you talk about how my guy Jay-Z fell off, I'd like for you to put together the perfect Jay-Z album. Like the best of, at least 12 songs." And so I hit Jay back. I was like, "Oh, that ain't no problem." That ain't no problem at all. I can do that in my sleep. And so thus the idea for this podcast. Now I will say this much. I'm a fan of Jay-Z. You guys have listened to this podcast, you've been following me. And I think in being a fan, I also can be very honest and very critical as to, what Jay has done or what he hasn't done musically. And I think sometimes fans let their fandom get in the way. And there's some people that listen to Jay's music and listen to his albums, and then they read these reviews or they listen to these reviews on his albums, and they cape up for him. I mean, the whole Vengers be out because that's exactly what they are. Whole Vengers. They are going to defend the name of Jay-Z by any means necessary. But Jay's a fan, and she and I had a conversation about, like how, because when I review albums, I do talk about from time to time, like how albums are sequenced, or maybe what song I wouldn't have put on the album, or maybe how a certain song made the album. So it kind of goes with what I've been talking about before. And so I was glad that she hit me up, and I told her, I said, "Hey," I was like, the beginning of the new year in January, I said, I got you. Because she sent me this text back in October. And I told her, because I'd already had some episodes lined up about when I would drop it. So yeah, for this bonus episode, I'm creating the ultimate Jay-Z album. All right, so let's get to it. And I'm going to give you the songs that I would put on this ultimate Jay-Z album. And I'm going to actually give them in the sequence in which I would have them placed. First up, song number 1, So Ghetto. I love this joint. This song brings back a lot of memories, but I think it's a really, really dope song. Jay-Z, this was off the Volume 3 album, and The Life and Times of Sean Carter. And while I didn't think that album was as good as people think it is, I definitely have room for this to kick off the ultimate Jay-Z album. Track number 2, Can't Knock the Hustle, featuring Mary J. Blige. Love this. This song, obviously, if you're familiar with Jay-Z and his discography, this song kicks off Reasonable Doubt, Jay-Z's first album. And so when I got a chance to start crafting this list of how I want this album to be structured, I couldn't leave this one off, and it was just a case of where do I place it. Love the album, love this song. I think Reasonable Doubt is Jay-Z's best album. And so I really could have picked a whole bunch of songs from Reasonable Doubt, but I wasn't going to do that. I was going to pick the best songs that I think from his discography. Then we get to track 3. Streets is Watching. Whew. That was off the Volume 1 album. Listen, Streets is Watching, man. It is In My Lifetime Volume 1. A lot of people don't, they kind of front on that album. But I love that album. I think that album is pretty high as far as where I have it ranked in his discography. Jay-Z has his distractors when it comes to that album, mainly because of the Sunshine song. But trust me, as somebody who was outside when that album came out, people weren't really hating on that song when it first came out, when the album came out. The video is what threw people for a loop. It had all these colors and everything, but that's another story for another day. Track number 4, Can I Live? Man, listen, Can I Live might be one of my, it's definitely one of my favorite Jay-Z tracks. It's my favorite track on Reasonable Doubt. I love that song, man. That song is a smoker. And I think it's vintage Jay-Z. I think that's Jay-Z at his rappity rapping best, or at least what I would call he was entering his prime as far as him as an MC. But love that joint. It would definitely be on this Ultimate Jay-Z album as track number 4. Track number 5, I Just Want to Love You, Give It To Me. Now, while I won't say that this is one of his best songs, it's probably one of his most popular songs. And I think if I'm creating the Ultimate Jay-Z album, I got to do something for radio. I got to give the radio something. I got to give the street something. So this one goes on the album because it's still a jam. It's still funky. And it still bops. And it still sends people to the dance floor. And I mean, ultimately, that's all you want, really, for a poppy radio track. But it still knocks. It still knocks. And I mean, for those who don't even, know much about that particular album, they love this song. And this song got tons of airplay, but that's not why I would put it on this album. I think if I put it on this album and I put it in this particular place, which is track 5, I think it's in a good space as the album starts to take off from there. Track 6, Where I'm From. J-Boog, this is my favorite Jay-Z song. Period. Point blank. Favorite Jay-Z song. Where I'm From is off the In My Lifetime Volume 1 album. And man, listen, I think this is quintessential Jay-Z. I think Jay-Z, the MC that we all, at least the fans, wanted to be like or looked up to when he was rapping like this. How he's rapping now, I mean, I'll get on that. I'll talk more about that a little later. But yeah, this is quintessential Jay-Z. I think, like I said, it's my favorite. It may not be his best song, but it's definitely my favorite song. Track 7, Dead Presidents, also off of the Reasonable Doubt album. I don't know that you can make a Ultimate Jay-Z album and not include this song. It still smokes. I love it. I mean, he did a video for it. He's got some bars on there that are still being talked about to this day. And I think most people, just my opinion, I think most people would put this put this song on a Jay-Z album. The next track, Rock Boys. Yeah, the Rock Boys, man, that's off the American Gangster album. Listen, that is a feel-good song for me. I think and it's radio friendly as well. But yeah, the Rock Boys in the building. Listen, that'll get the party started. And I think as the album flows, I think it's something that most fans can appreciate. I know I did. The next song, we're gonna slow it down a little bit. Song Cry, and that was from the Blueprint album. I'm putting Song Cry on here because Jay-Z is telling a story, and I think for most MCs, you should have a great story rhyme rap or multiple story rhymes. In this one, he paints a picture of, Jay-Z in a younger stage of his life. And I think the video goes along with it too, because it's very nostalgic, But yeah, Song Cry, we slowed it down just a little bit. Yeah, I still love this joint. Some people think it's sappy, but I don't think so. I think Jay did a good job as slowing it down and really kind of getting his point across as to how he was and where he was and how he felt. The next track, In My Lifetime remix. This is on the Streets Is Watching album. So Jay, you might not be that familiar with this one, but this one right here, listen, this is a killer. I miss this Jay-Z. This is the Jay-Z that I grew up like that's my guy. And everybody attached themselves to Jay, and I get why. But he was rhyming his ass off. He was an MC's MC back then. Next track, I would be remiss if I didn't pull this track because it's an ultimate smoker, ultimate banger. Encore. Jay-Z this was from the Black Album. It was done at a point where we thought Jay was leaving the game, that he wasn't coming back to rap. Of course, we now know that would not be the case later in life. But yeah, Encore, man, it still bangs to this day. Say what you want about Kanye West. I don't even rock with Kanye like that, but he crushed it on this one. So I got to give him his props for that. After Encore, track 11, Public Service Announcement. Listen, when he says, "Allow me to reintroduce myself, my name is Hove," when you play that in any club, people lose their minds. That song I don't think that song will ever get old. And it's only like a 2-minute song. But Public Service Announcement, it's listed as an interlude, but it got major airplay. And it's one of Jay-Z's probably bigger songs that, weren't, I don't even know if he meant it to be the way that it was. But crazy song. Crazy. And it's still, like I said, it still resonates to this day. And then, Jay, I'm going to end the album with track 12, You Don't Know. That was on I think that was on Blueprint. I want to say it was on the Blueprint album. Or was it Blueprint 3? No, it wasn't Blueprint 3. Give me 1 second, Jay. And that's not You Don't Know, not the remix, the original. I want to say it's on the Blueprint album. Listen. That album, that song, it's still like, it is the ultimate hype song. When you hear it played, at least for me, sometimes when it gets played, like you can feel your emotions coming out. Like it's something definitely that I would play, like if I was gonna get ready for a game or something like that. Yeah, I'm definitely playing that. It's on the Blueprint album. Sorry. But yeah, it just takes you there. So yeah, that's it, Jay. The ultimate Jay-Z album. Let me run them down for you again. So Ghetto, Can't Knock the Hustle featuring Mary J. Blige, Streets Is Watching, Can I Live, I Just Want to Love You, Give It to Me, Where I'm From, Dead Presidents, Rock Boys, Song Cry, In My Lifetime remix, Encore, public service announcement and you don't know. And like I said, that's the ultimate Jay-Z album for me. Now, I will say this much, and I mentioned it a little earlier. Like, Jay, if you couple of things about this album that I created. One, there are no guest featured rappers. Sue me. Because here's the thing, I think he's dope enough to do it on his own. I think a lot of times over the years, having guest rappers, guest features, it's kind of been the crutch. And I came up in an era where, you didn't need nobody else to rap with you. I mean, if anything, you got your crew to rap with you, but that's about it. Other than that, nobody else was rapping. So no, that's not on this album. Won't be no other rappers. I mean, you got Mary J on the hook on "Can't Knock the Hustle," but that's it. Nothing else is needed. And if you noticed, the albums, the songs start from the Blueprint. Not Blueprint. Reasonable Doubt, and they go up to the Black Album, I think, and that's about it. No, I'm sorry, American Gangster. Yeah, that's it. I mean, like, those other albums after that, nah, I ain't rocking with them. Like, and it's not that I'm not rocking with those albums. I just don't think. I think Jay-Z, and I mentioned this before, and it's worth repeating. I think Jay-Z really could have stopped rapping after the Black Album. If he stopped rapping after the Black Album, I think he puts himself in another stratosphere. But he went away and he came back with Kingdom Come. And Kingdom Come wasn't that good at all. And then he redeemed himself, I think, with American Gangster. American Gangster is a very, very good album. I still enjoy it to this day. And then Blueprint 3, no. Magna Carta, Holy Grail was terrible. God awful. In my opinion, it's his worst album. And then 444, everybody liked 444, but it wasn't that good. I don't think it was good at all. I think it was average. It was mid. I mean, but the whole Vengers think it was the best thing since sliced bread. But Jay-Z definitely doesn't rap the way that he used to rap, Jay. And, we've talked about it off air. I mean, Jay ain't been the same rapper since he got married and had kids. And I'm not knocking him for getting married and having kids, because I'm married and I got kids. But he ain't spitting like he used to. And it's not about his, I think what it is, and I've said this before, he just doesn't have his flow. And sometimes he does, sometimes he doesn't. And more often than not, I'm seeing that he doesn't. Like, I heard him rap on a song a couple of days ago, and I can't remember the name of the song, but it was something new. And I was like, what is that? It wasn't good. It just wasn't good. And again, as a fan, I'm not a hater. As a fan, I reserve the right to be critical when he doesn't deliver. And I don't think he's delivered. But I'm not here to litigate that, Jay. Again, I just wanted to drop this bonus episode because you asked, and I told you I'd deliver for you. That's the ultimate Jay-Z album. I would challenge you, Jay, since you're a big fan. If you got time, give me your best Jay-Z album. Your ultimate Jay-Z album. I would love to hear what you would put on the album and then how you would sequence it. I think that would be key. But yeah, that's going to do it for me. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for checking out this bonus episode of the 12 Kyle podcast. Be sure to subscribe to the podcast. The podcast drops every Thursday at midnight. From time to time, we drop bonus episodes like this one on Sundays at midnight. Be sure to download, subscribe, and follow the podcast on all streaming platforms. Wherever you get your podcasts, that's where you need to download and subscribe. Subscribe on YouTube as well. We got a video, so you can watch any of the videos of every episode. Also, if you want to contribute financially, throw a couple of dollars our way. Cash App, $TWELVEKYLE. And of course, hit me on the socials, on Twitter X, Facebook, Instagram, at 12Kyle or at 12Kyle Podcast. And on TikTok too. We got clips of the shows on the TikTok. Again, that's going to do it for me. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been another edition of the 12 Kyle podcast. I am your boy, 12 Kyle. I'll catch you guys next time. 5 G's. Chill.
When you manage procurement for multiple facilities, every order matters. But when it's for a hospital system, they matter even more. Grainger gets it and knows there's no time for managing multiple suppliers and no room for shipping delays. That's why Grainger offers millions of products in fast, dependable delivery, so you can keep your facility stocked, safe, and running smoothly. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
If you work in university maintenance, Grainger considers you an MVP because your playbook ensures your arena is always ready for tip-off. And Grainger is your trusted partner, offering the products you need all in one place, from HVAC and plumbing supplies to lighting and more, and all delivered with plenty of time left on the clock, so your team always gets the win. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, visit Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.